All right, what are we gonna do today? Did I do Shattered Throne this week? I did not. I still need that Unrelenting Tiger Spat. All right, Shattered Throne it is. Okay, welcome everybody. I'm just gonna, talk real quick while I wait for my LFG post to fill up. But yesterday, Bungie dropped the most thickest, most juiciest, most wagyu 5A type TWAB ever. That was crazy. Cause like I knew DMG teased that the TWAB from yesterday is gonna be insane, but dude, it took me, with my reading level, it took me like an hour and 40 minutes just to read the whole thing. The amount of stuff this TWAB covered, once again, I have it pulled up on my left monitor if you see me looking over here. Once again, if you haven't read it for yourself, go read it for yourself, then come back to this video because I'm just gonna give my thoughts. But I'll have the link in the description for you, make it easy. But other than that, let's just get started. My last video yesterday was like almost 20 minutes long, and I didn't mean for it to be that long. I kind of just went on a rant, so I don't want this one to be like that. First things first, they covered and showed everything about crafting, which I wasn't even ready for, because like I had my own thoughts and my own beliefs when it comes to weapon crafting, but they kind of just shit on me and threw those all out the window. So I don't want to cover crafting in this video because it would be like a 40-minute video. I'll just cover it. I think I'm gonna cover it in tomorrow's video because I kind of want to have a whole video dedicated to it because it is such a big topic. It's gonna change everything, and I really like what they put in the TWAB. It kind of put my, how do I describe this? It kind of just took everything that I was scared of and got rid of it. It kind of answered all my questions on, okay, if they do this wrong, it'll ruin the game, which I don't think it'll ruin the game anymore, but I'll save my opinions for tomorrow's video. Okay, so where does it start? Oh, okay, yeah, it started with the whole ritual / pursuit weapon stuff. So think of weapons like the Salvager Salvo and Adored and stuff. So honestly, they wrote like a whole ass essay about pursuit weapons, but it basically just broke down into them saying that pursuit weapons, they want to kind of change how they are. So like if you think of Salvager Salvo, that shit is busted. All right, we're good. So yeah, Salvager Salvo, busted ass ritual weapon, and it was really easy to get. They kind of don't want that to be a thing anymore. So the approach they're taking with these ritual or pursuit weapons, I forget the exact name, but they're taking an approach of like they want it to be easy to get for people, so like even new players or not the most veteran of players can get these weapons and then have a viable weapon to use. They said they want it to be 70% of a god roll, whatever the that means. They just want it to basically have one insanely good perk in PvE and PvP, and then one somewhat decent perk in PvE and PvP. So I kind of agree with that, because I ain't gonna lie, like Adored and Null Composure are great, I guess, examples of that. They're not the most busted shit, but for players who don't have, the most seasoned of inventory, they're actually really good. So I like that approach. But Salvager Salvo, even though I love it, it is my highest kill tracker weapon in the game. That shit was a bit too broken, I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, bird looking back. Shit, I always get these two mixed up. It's to the right here. Wait, no, I gotta go up here and then to the right. Okay, then continuing on with pursuit weapons, they just straight up showed us what the next pursuit weapon is, which I don't know. I like that TWABs show us what's happening with the new shit, but like I think they should keep pursuit weapons and all these the new weapons coming out kind of a secret. Maybe show us a picture, but don't tell us what it does. But it's a new shotgun. I'll put a screenshot on screen right now, and it comes with, what does it come with? Fuck. Okay, it comes with Snapshot, which is kind of a dub. Did I just get flown without actually getting flown? 69 fish, isn't that's in fish down there? We're 69 fish. Shit. Oh, I jumped off the map. Okay, back to the shotgun. It comes with Snapshot and then a new perk called Steady Hands, which once again is literally just the name of a gun we already have. So the name team wasn't that creative, but the Steady Hands perk, which makes it where after a kill, it just gets a handling boost. So like, I don't know. Maybe depending on what archetype the shotgun is, it might be good, but it just does not sound good. Snapshot and then Rampage, but instead of it boosting damage, it boosts handling, which is like, why run that when you can just have like quick draw or some shit? What's next? Oh, okay, this next shit made me literally so chubbed up, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They're bringing intrinsic perks back. Wait, where are we even going? 69 fish, that's right. That's under us, right? Under the bridge. Yeah, it's under the bridge. I don't know where my team just went. They just left me to die out here, but it's okay. So yeah, they're bringing intrinsic perk back. So for like all the D1 players out there, think of like raid weapons, how they have perks that be active inside of like VOG and shit like that. But now it's a permanent intrinsic perk that always works. The way they're doing it is, so it's not going to be on every weapon. It's going to be on specific weapons that come from a specific loot pool. So think weapons that are strike specific, gambit specific, raid specific, shit like that. I should say activity specific weapons. Yeah, that's, you know, that's a better, you know, vocab word. Use that brain of yours, Blur. You got this. Now they gave a whole bunch of how many total actually did they say? They said there are 14 intrinsic perks, which is just insane. They gave examples of some of them, not all of them, but they actually don't seem as broken as I first thought they would be. Okay, I'm not going to go into exact detail on every single intrinsic perk they showed us. I'm just going to kind of cover the ones that I think will be a bit busted. Okay, where's it at? Okay, this one. So the strike specific weapons will have the strike intrinsic perk called Vanguard's Vindication, some shit like that. And what it does is final blows with this weapon grant a small amount of health, and by small I mean 7 health, which just, like, I know 7 health isn't a lot, but if you're laying into just a wave of enemies on Vanguard weapons, so like what would be a Vanguard weapon? Shit, isn't Salvage or Salvo technically a Vanguard weapon? So picture Salvage or Salvo with chain reaction, laying into a wave of enemies and just healing off everything. That just doesn't sound fair. Now maybe they limit the amount of healing, like 7 per kill, but you can only heal like 50 health or whatever every 30 seconds or some shit. Maybe that'll be balanced, but I think that'll be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, the rest of these activity specific ones don't seem too broken as of now. Once again, I'm sure, you know, we, the Destiny community, once we get our hands on shit, no matter how bad it sounds, we somehow still make it broken just because that's our nature. That's what we do. We'll always find a way to break the game and then complain that the game's bad because it's broken, even though we're the ones who break it. So yeah, welcome to the Destiny community. Downward dog. All right, let's get it. I think that's the last one, right? Yeah. Okay, what's next? After the intrinsic perks, they introduced, oh, this shit was fire. It's kind of sad that I have to get hype over this, considering this is something that was originally in the game but got taken away, and that is weapon foundries. So they're bringing back the idea of weapon like makers. So think of Hake, think of Amalon, what else is there? Suros. What's the last one? I'm missing one. Vice. Yeah, Vice, however you pronounce that shit. But those are coming back. But I couldn't be more hyped just because, I don't know, I kind of like, since, what's it called? Since factions went away, I've been kind of having that itch to like rep a brand or rep something. So don't be surprised if you see me rep in one specific type of weapon brand. Just off of like D1 and then also year 1 of this game, I'm probably gonna rock that hockey cocky brand. That shit, I might rock that, or I might rock Omalone just because I like the idea that all the ammo in Omalone is just liquid. That kind of sounds stupid, but it kind of sounds cool at the same time. Why does no one use Middle Tree Arc Strider, bro? This shit's so good. The fact that you just block any damage and you get to do triple damage with this shit, bye bye. So now back to the intrinsic perk thing. So just like activity specifically will have intrinsic perks, or they're not called intrinsic perks. What are they calling it? Origin perks, I think is what it's called, or origin something, origin traits. But so these weapons are gonna have origin traits as well. Oh, I forgot as a hunter, I can't make this jump. We're good. What do they do again? Which one is it? Okay, Suros doesn't seem busted. Okay, the hockey one kind of seems kind of cool. Okay, what the hockey one does is this weapon deals increased damage against vehicles, turrets, barricades, and stasis crystals. Now, that doesn't sound that cool at first, but if somehow hockey comes out with a weapon that's a stasis weapon with headstone, the idea that it does more damage to stasis crystals is gonna be fire. Like, picture a hockey hand cannon that's stasis with headstone, and as soon as you like proc headstone and spawn one of the crystals, you can just automatically one-tap that crystal and just destroy everything. That sounds so fire. Okay, Suros didn't seem good. Omalon didn't seem that good. Okay, Vice has a really good one. Chance on damage to partially refill this weapon's magazine. Imagine combining that with subsistence. So not only by dealing damage you have a chance to reload, but also by getting a kill, it reloads part of your mag. Like, imagine having like an AR or some shit, putting on like backup mag spec or whatever, having like a 60 round mag AR with this origin perk with subsistence. I almost thought I just committed number puzzle. Oh, don't fall off. But yeah, if you have like an AR with the combination of all of those, you will never have to reload ever. That shit is insane. Shit. There we go. Dude, why are crit spots on ogre so weird? The crit spot's their whole face, but you have to hit them like in their like left nostril or something specific just to get the crit. They then also showed a screenshot of the new weapons that are coming out for the new Gambit seasonal weapon, the new Strike, and the new Crucible specific weapons. Well, there is one from each foundry, it looks like. So Omalone gets the Crucible weapon. Looks like Suros gets the Vanguard weapon, and Hake gets the Gambit weapon. So if I do choose Hake, that means I gotta play Gambit. So wish me luck. Can I dodge a million this? Oh, this is busted. I can't dodge over that shit. And boom. Okay, so now they get into, like I said, those were big topics that they covered. Now it's kind of the bullet points of just little shit that they're changing that kind of doesn't have like a category. First things first is they're changing, once again, we already knew they're changing masterwork weapons because they said that masterworks aren't going to create orbs anymore, which is just stupid as shit. But masterwork weapons aren't going to create orbs anymore. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. No. So now with masterworks, originally what it was is you would masterwork, you would then unlock kill trackers, unlock the ability to create orbs on multi kills, and then also you'd be able to boost a stat or whatever the masterwork is. Now they already got rid of orbs, and now they're getting rid of the kill tracker. So now automatically any weapon from Forsaken on will automatically have a kill tracker applied to it, which is a dub. There's so many exotics out there that I like to use. Like Thunderlord to be example. I mentioned Thunderlord in the past 3 videos, but that's a good example because it doesn't have a catalyst. I use it a lot, and I'd like to see how many kills I have on it, but unfortunately I can't since it doesn't have a catalyst. I can't get the kill tracker, but now I'll be able to, which is cool. It's low-key something that should have just been there from the start. I don't know why they made it locked behind masterworking, but I'm glad we have it now. What else did they change? Okay, weapon mods are now like our mods where they're free and they instantly apply. That's a dub. Okay, so they're changing, once again, they're changing PvP again with specials, how specials work. You now on death drop 1 special no matter what. Well, I guess not no matter what. If you have 0 special ammo, you're not going to drop anything, but instead of dropping 2 like you do now, you now drop 1, which is whatever. Like, where do I have to hit for it to crit? Like, how is that not a crit? Like, it's because I'm hitting him in his cheek or some shit, right? Where do I have to hit him? My man just popped Spectral. Bro. Okay, so that's basically it for just global changes. Now they get into the real juicy shit and how they're changing weapon archetypes and stuff. So this is what, this from here on is all I expected this TWAB to be about. That's all DMG tweeted saying it was going to be about. Everything else we got was just extra bonus shit, which is nice. We all love a little bit of edging, you know. But now time for the weapon archetypes. First things first is fusion rifles. The crazy part is fusion rifles kind of ran this season. This season was literally all about fusions and linear fusions. And next season they're going to be dog shit. Linear fusions are still going to be good, but regular fusions are going to be dog shit. But they are buffing high impact fusion rifles. So it seems like the only fusion rifles people use nowadays were rapid fire frame, like Cartesian and shit, which makes sense because they honestly do the same amount of DPS as high impact, which the whole point of high impact is to do DPS, and they just didn't out DPS the other classes. So now they're trying to make it where it does. So it's giving it they're giving high impacts a 5% damage bonus to what they already have, and then they're increasing the damage per bolt from 62 to 64. The next change is huge for a lot of high-end content shit, but they're finally adding a downside, a disadvantage to using blinding nades and concussive grenades. Blinding nades have been the most broken shit for the longest, and there hasn't been a downside to using it. Now they're making it where if you choose to use blinding nades or concussive grenades, it lowers it by 25. I mean, it lowers your damage by 25%, which in all honesty is a great nerf, because it's not so big of a nerf that they're dog shit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, duh, that it's not that big of a nerf. So obviously, I mean, it sucks to have 25% less damage, but now you're using blinding nades just for the blinding effect. You're obviously not gonna, I mean, it's still gonna do damage to enemies, red bars, but it's like I said, it's gonna be useful in high-end content where you need to blind enemies. It's still gonna be good, it's just not gonna be overpowered, if that makes sense. The next change is rocket launcher damage or some shit. It seems like a lot of this is just changing specific archetypes to be balanced within other archetypes within that weapon type or weapon class. So for rockets, they just basically buffed and nerfed the archetypes between precision, high impact, adaptive, and aggressive to basically be equal to each other. The next change is sniper rifle. Oh shit, I was looking at the TWAB. They changed, looks like, okay, so the next change is sniper rifle aim assist. Basically just means it looks like on low zoom snipers they increased it and reduced it on high zoom or some shit. I don't know, dude. The snipers have just too much big terms for my little ass brain to understand. Okay, all you need to know is aim assist changed, but they change that every season, so what does it matter? If you're good with a sniper, you're still gonna be good. If you're bad, you're still gonna be bad. Okay, the next change is probably the most happy I was during this entire TWAB. The next two changes, I should say. Oh, I shouldn't have used this yet. Oh, I'm stupid. But pulse rifles, they say, take too long to kill red bar enemies, which I can kind of agree. So they're buffing all pulse rifles to deal 10% more damage to miners. Massive dove. My favorite primary weapon in the entire game is pulse rifles, but they are a bit underwhelming, a bit lackluster, I should say. So now they're going to be a bit more fire. And now the next change is where shit gets so spicy. Well, I've been asking and ranting for the longest that I want primary exotics like Ace of Spades, Outbreak, Malfeasance, all these exotics that are so cool and so fun, but are just trash compared to like heavies. But they're making these exotics actually useful now. Yay! So what exactly are they doing? Okay, oh, dude, this is crazy. I just read it again. All exotic primaries are going to do 40% more damage to miners. 40%. That is crazy. Like exotic primaries are going to be viable in high-end content now. Straight up, because I mean, the fact that they didn't buff the damage on like majors or majors or bosses, which is fine because you're not going to use a primary to damage those anyway. But on shit like a red bar, like a Grandmaster red bar, killing that with an exotic primary was literally useless. It's pointless. You couldn't do it, and now you can. That's just fire. This next change is one that should have been done in 2 years ago when the gun first came out. Is they nerfing Chaperone? They're nerfing the range on Chaperone. What else are they doing? They're nerfing the range on duality in slug mode. This next change is dope too. Teraba is now becoming useful in PvE and PvP. It's always been really good, but in Teraba is now going to be useful in PvE because, you know, the shitty part of Teraba is when you did damage, if you switch weapons, it got rid of the whole meter, which just made 0 sense. Now they're making it where when you switch off, it only gets rid of half of the meter, which is perfectly okay, because if you kept the full meter, it'd be too broken. But if you got rid of the meter, the shit would be trashed. So we're now right in the middle, perfect spot. Bungie, let me suck you off for that shit. Honestly, I might just rapid fire these changes real quick just so I can get through them by the time we finish this dungeon. What else is there? Okay. All right, so Ruinous Effigy, what else do they do? They originally nerfed how much you do when you guard and create the bubble and like sucky everyone. They now reverse that nerf and now it does more damage. Oh shit, we started it. When guarding, it also creates orbs as well for multi-kills. That's kind of cool. Lumina got buffed, which thank God, I love Lumina, but holy shit is that gun bad. They increased the range from 44 to 59, which is ridiculous on a hand cannon. Increased stability from 46 to 56, which is, I mean, it's stability on a hand cannon. Who really cares? And that, cool. So Interceptors, I don't know if it's a nerf or a buff, but they changed how it worked. DMT got nerfed. This shit's actually crazy. The hip fire is now going from 150 to 130. Boom, insane. Holy shit, I'm talking so much. Lawrence Driver and Arbalest now have increased flinch because in PvP they were a problem. Forerunner now gets more ammo per special brick, which is fire because Forerunner was fun, but holy shit, was it annoying getting ammo. Oh, I didn't even see what I got. Was it a tiger spite? Nope. Why would it be a tiger spite? Why would it be what I asked for? Okay, then the rest of the TWAB is just a bunch of perk changes, like perks getting buffed, nerfed, or they're even getting rid of perks, so they're sunsetting perks now, which is crazy. But I'm not going to go into details on that because I've been doing this long enough. But yeah, go read it. Once again, I think I covered majority of what I wanted to. If you want a more breakdown, obviously go watch someone else. Go watch. I'm sure Dado's going to cover it. I'm sure Aztec Cross has an hour and 50-minute literally explaining every little pixel on this TWAB. You don't watch me for exact details. You watch me because you want to see me rant and get fucking pissed or either happy about this shit. So I think I accomplished that. But all in all, this TWAB was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Once again, the video tomorrow will be covering my thoughts and how they're doing crafting and why I think it will either be the bane of Witch Queen and make Witch Queen ass, or why I think it'll make Witch Queen the greatest expansion ever, which actually it's probably not going to be true because it's hard to pass Forsaken. Dude, I'm just so excited for exotic primaries to be good again. Like, let me look through these. Like, how many cool ass exotic, like Sweet Business might be disgusting now. Crimson's probably gonna be disgusting. Malfeasance, like they're buffing Lumina and it's also getting like the damage boost. Like what other shit is there? I'm about to use a different exotic every day, which is what I want. Like, that's gonna be so fire. Shit, dude, No Time to Explain might actually be really good. Oh, that actually might be an insanely good gun. Monte Carlo might be really good. Bad Juju, okay, Bad Juju might become busted because Bad Juju's only downside is it does piss damage. Bad Juju doesn't do any damage, which sucks, but now that that's getting buffed, it might actually become great. Outbreak is already really good, but it might become even better. Oh, dude, oh, I'm so horny just thinking about it. But yeah, if you made it this far, congrats. I don't know how. I'm choking up because of how much I just talked. That was a lot, so you're probably tired of hearing my voice. If you are new here, on the road to 1,000 subs before Witch Queen, please consider subscribing, hitting all of those buttons, doing, you know, the stuff YouTubers ask for, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But as always, you made it this far. I love your face, and I'll be fine, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day.